There's no question that Tai Lung is by far the strongest villain when it comes to fighting skills in the entire Kung Fu Panda series. So in this video, we're gonna take a closer look and really break down just how powerful he is.
What I ever did, I did to make you proud! Tell me how proud you are, Shifu! Tell me! Tell me!
Tai Lung was raised and trained from a very young age by Master Shifu. Ever since he was a little cub, Shifu put him through some of the toughest and most intense kung fu training you can imagine. He taught Tai Lung pretty much everything he knew himself, because he truly believed he was meant to become the legendary dragon warrior one day. And Tai Lung didn't disappoint. He mastered all of the ancient kung fu scrolls, a total of 1,000 of them, which is no small feat. Not only that, he became incredibly fast, precise, and skilled. He could strike with pinpoint accuracy and knew exactly where to hit using pressure points that could take down an opponent instantly. But honestly, if I had to pick the single moment that really shows how insanely powerful and badass he is, it would be when he escaped from the most secure prison in all of China. This wasn't just any prison, it was a maximum security facility designed to hold the most dangerous criminals. There were 1,000 rhino guards stationed there just to keep him locked up.
One way in, one way out. 1,000 guards and one prisoner.
Yes, except that prisoner is Tai Lung.
And if that wasn't enough, he was also trapped with super complex chains, pressure traps, and mechanical devices that were made specifically to stop him from moving or breaking free in any way. But here's the craziest part. He managed to break out using nothing but a feather. Yes, a tiny delicate feather. That escape scene is basically his grand introduction and shows us who he really is. Watching him fight through the guards and perform incredible feats of strength and skill during that moment is the best way to understand just how truly powerful he really is.
Can we run now?
Yes.
The Furious Five are definitely a group of incredibly strong and skilled fighters. Each one of them is amazing in their own right, and together they make a powerful team. But even as talented as they are, none of them were able to stop Tai Lung. In fact, Tai Lung didn't just defeat them, he completely crushed them with ease. He used a special nerve attack that paralyzed all 5 of them, which is an impressive technique that he actually learned from Shifu himself.
Shifu taught you well. But he didn't teach you everything.
So, when it came down to it, the Furious Five were no match for Tai Lung's strength and skill. What drives his raw power isn't just physical ability, it comes from his ambition and deep rage. His emotional pain runs very deep, and it's all tied to what he was told his entire life by Shifu. He raised Tai Lung believing he was special, believing that he was meant to be the Dragon Warrior, the greatest kung fu master of all. But when Tai Lung was rejected and denied that destiny, it completely changed him. The thing that hurt him the most was seeing Shifu, the one he saw as a father figure, do nothing to stop what was happening.
You knew I was the Dragon Warrior. You always knew. But when Oogway said otherwise, what did you do? What did you do? Nothing.
This betrayal and disappointment drove Tai Lung's anger through the roof, making him lose control of his mind and emotions. In his fury and desperation, he pretty much destroyed the entire valley and tried to take the title of Dragon Warrior by force. His goal was to get hold of the Dragon Scroll, the legendary symbol of ultimate kung fu mastery. This attempt to claim the scroll is exactly why he got locked up in prison. He was imprisoned for 20 years because of what he did during that time. Now, imagine this. For 2 whole decades, Tai Lung was trapped in that prison, immobilized and unable to move freely. But even while confined like that, he never let his mind or body go. He kept both sharp and disciplined the entire time. That's a serious level of dedication and mental strength. All of that intense emotional pain, that burning rage mixed with his deep ambition, fuels everything he does. He fights not just for power, but because he truly believes that what was taken from him, the chance to become the Dragon Warrior, belongs to him, and he's determined to take it back no matter what. Even Master Shifu himself, the one who trained him and basically taught him everything he knew, wasn't able to defeat him in a fight. He knew all of Tai Lung's moves inside and out, but that still wasn't enough to stop him. Tai Lung was just too powerful, combining incredible physical strength with intense emotions like rage and ambition that gave him an edge. The only one who managed to finally stop him was Po, the dragon warrior. But Tai Lung didn't see Po as a real threat at first glance. He completely underestimated him.
Him? He's a panda. You're a panda. What are you gonna do, big guy? Sit on me?
Po's fighting style was so unique and unpredictable that Tai Lung couldn't figure him out. When you compare his style to the Furious Five or even Master Shifu's way of fighting, it's clear Po moves and fights in his own special way, and that caught him off guard. This surprise factor played a big role in Tai Lung's defeat. That being said, it wasn't because he was more skilled or experienced than him. Tai Lung was still an amazing and incredibly skilled fighter. His biggest weakness was his arrogance. If he had a different mindset, if he wasn't so blinded by rage and bitterness, he might have been absolutely unstoppable. His character shows the darker side of ambition. He had the potential to become the greatest hero, but when his ego was hurt, he let those feelings grow into hatred and anger. Because of that, he became a tragic villain, someone you can understand on a personal level, even if you don't agree with his actions. For me, Tai Lung is definitely my favorite villain in the entire Kung Fu Panda franchise. He might not be the most powerful character in terms of raw power, but when it comes to pure fighting skill and technique, he's definitely at the top.